Welcome back to the channel, guys, and to another video. In today's video we're going to attempt to make a brake disc holder, centering tool. It's actually like a centering tool to go onto the lathe. Yeah, so I don't actually know if it's going to work. I'm going to give it a bash and see what happens. As I mean, there are some risk involved using a lathe to skim disc and not an actual lathe disc lathe. But yeah, let's see what happens. Hope you guys enjoy the video. So yeah, this time I'm going to make a brake disc scheming tool. So as you all know, my core business is dynamic balancing, but I'm receiving quite a lot of requests to scheme brake discs. But as you all know, all brake discs from different vehicles has different size hubs, and you cannot have one template for all the brake discs as they all vary. So I'm going to make my own conical centering tool that will bolt onto my lathe, and we're skimming disc. So these are my weapons of choice. This is the backing plate I'm going to use. I think it's about diameter 1 to 170 or something like this. So this will bolt onto the back of my lathe. Once I remove the chuck, there's a backing plate on there. This I'm going to bolt onto there. I'm going to put a hole in the center. This is an old shaft from a pump. This is going to go kind of like in there, something like that. And this I'm going to use as I'm going to machine a conical sleeve on top of this thing. That's going to slide up and down the shaft. You know, the shaft's going to kind of go in there. That's going to slide up and down there. And the conical part is the section that's going to centralize this hub area onto the shaft. This is just a sleeve that I'm going to use to push up against the conical section on the shaft, because it's quite a long shaft. This is just a nut that's going to bolt onto the shaft there, which will press everything together. So I'm going to make a little sketch on my blackboard to kind of illustrate what my plan is. Okay, so the lathe has a backing plate, something like that. The chuck actually bolts onto this area here in the lathe. This is the chuck here. So that's the chuck of the lathe. Inside here are Mexican cap screws which are bolting, which goes through here into here, so that holds that onto there. I haven't taken this off it, so I'm assuming inside here would be like a spigot like that. You know, that's on the inside. So here's another cap screw here, like that. And then this section here goes into the actual gearbox of the lathe. Goes in the actual gearbox of the lathe like that. So once I remove the chuck, so now that's the chuck removed. So I'll be left with a backing plate, something like that, with a step there. That area is where the chuck would actually centralize onto the backing plate, like that. So the big round disc, the big round one, the 170 diameter, I'm going to machine to bolt on here, like that. So this will bolt into it here, these cap screws here. So then this section here will be almost like a chuck now, right? Then I'm going to machine this down, like that. And I'll make a step like that. And this will be the inside. So these are all cross-sectional drawings, eh? These are all cross-sectional drawings. So this is what this thing will look like. This here actually will have a center. These are all cross-sectional drawings here. So this is the backing plate. This area here. Okay, this is the new, let's call it chuck. This is the backing plate, the original backing plate of the lathe. So I'm going to draw it this way for those that can see what I'm doing here. Okay, so we have that, right? And then I'm going to take the shaft is going to go in here, which will end here. That's the shaft. This section here I'm going to weld. So this will be welded here to this, call it, let's call this chuck, new chuck, right? So it will go there. So then the shaft will come out here like that. Then there's little steps. Like that. This is a threaded part here. Okay. Then the conical part will slide over here. So I might make it come from this side, or I might make it fit inside here, like some of the original chucks. Might make it fit inside here. If I make it fit inside here, let's just get this a little bit more proportional. Let's just get this a bit more proportional, like that. Okay. So should it fit inside here, there'll be a spring here. I just haven't got the spring yet. I must actually still buy the spring. That's a spring. Then you have the conical section that will slide over the shaft here, and it'll be something like that. Something like that. Basically it'll be like, if I must draw it bigger, it'll be something like that with a hole in the middle there. This is a section here. It could be something like this. This is a section here where the brake disc will actually centralize to. Once you push the sleeve onto the shaft, and this is a section that actually would centralize the disc. So anyway, that will be there. So when the brake disc comes over here, it will push all this back, and this won't bottom out at the back there. There'll still be a bit of gap at the back there for the spring to push this forward, which will centralize the disc. Okay, so now let's say the disc is coming on now, right? So now this is the brake disc coming here now, which is now centralized by the sleeve, like that, which is pushed up against that section here, and the conical sleeve centralizes it to the shaft. Then I'll have to machine it. I'll have to get another hub area, so that 170mm round, I'll have to get another piece, and I'll have to make one this side here. It'll come down here like that to push up against the brake disc from this end. So I'll do that like that, and then the sleeves will fit on here. Okay, my scale is a little bit out now. That's the sleeves, which will go all the way to the back here, and here'll be a big washer and the nut. So I suppose I could have done the drawing a little bit bigger though, but anyway. So once the disc is slid over the shaft, the conical sleeve centralizes the disc to the shaft. Okay, once that is centralized to the shaft, this other backing plate, or the front backing plate now, slides over the shaft and pushes up the disc. Then this sleeve goes over the shaft. Here's another sleeve here which will go over the shaft and push up against the backing plate. I'll probably make this like a step here or something like that. I'll probably make a little step there so that it catches more meat of the front backing plate. And then once I put the nut on, everything will push forward, and this should lock the brake disc onto this back section and hold it there. Theoretically, that is what should happen. So yeah, let me just carry on. Hope you enjoy the steps that I'm going to be showing you, and we'll see if it works at the end. I hope it works though, and if it does, then I'll be able to do all kinds of brake discs from various size cars, depending on the diameter, obviously, because the lathe can only take to a certain diameter, which I think is about 320 millimeter or 340 millimeter, something like that. So that's a fair size brake disc. So most cars brake discs will be able to fit on my lathe. And then obviously the tool post, and I'll be having the tools coming in here off my post here. And then once this side is done, I'll remove this side here, put it in, shift this back that way. So then the tool post will be now like that, and then the tool will come in from this side and machine that side. That's now without removing the disc from this. And this will be running off a live center this side here. This will be running off a live center at the back, on the back steady of the lathe, just to keep everything nice and central here. But what you need to know is also that once I machine this hole in here and I put the shaft in and I weld it at the back there, then I'm going to put the shaft into the lathe, grip it on the chuck, not this chuck, the lathe chuck, and then machine this plate centered through to the actual lathe. And I'll machine this plate through to the lathe, and I'll machine the shaft through to the lathe. So everything here will be through to the lathe once it's bolted onto this thing. Everything will be through to the lathe. So when you put the disc on, everything should be through, theoretically. Anyway, enough waffling. Let's start. Okay, so that's the end of part one. It was a bit tedious, but yeah, I had to explain the concept that I had in mind. I had to put it to the board so you guys can see what I was busy doing, or what my plans was to machine the centering tool. So yeah, this is going to be I think probably the first of maybe three chapters. I'm not sure how many parts of there's going to be for this particular tool that I'm going to make, because I want to make after making the centering tool, I'm going to make the actual tool holder for it, but that I'll explain when those videos come. So thanks for watching, guys, and I want to thank all those people that subscribe to the channel. I appreciate it very much. Yeah, so don't forget to tell your friends about it, and let's grow this channel. Until the next one, go well.
Can anybody out